When you activate, listen, did y'all miss me? Did you miss me? Let me know you missed me because, baby, I have missed y'all. Listen, hi, what's up, colony? Happy mother freaking New Year. Oh, we have made it, y'all. Those of us who have been doing this work in and on ourselves to activate that Kundalini serpent fire, dragon power up through our bodies to our crown to be crowned, so that we're sitting on the throne of our power, of our purpose, and of our pussies, baby. We are here. We are sitting here. We have made it. We are on the motherfucking throne. Hello. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yes. Give yourselves a round of applause. Listen, for those of you that know, you know, I am your queen bee, Miss Burgess, if you're nasty, aka Nova, and the Gypsy Empress. This is Alcheminity, because turning pain into power is sexy. Scratch that. Listen, we are in 2026, as I mentioned in 2025, that spirit guided me to reframe and redefine the motif and the slogan. So, we are no longer turning pain into power. We are over that shit. I was trying not to curse. That's part of my New Year's resolution, is cleaning up my mouth. Y'all know I love. Listen, I'm never going to give up the word fuck. Okay, that's my word. I love dropping the F-bomb. Okay, maybe shit. Fucking shit. Shit, fuck. Listen, as you know, as I mentioned, now, where was I? Sorry, y'all. There was a knock on the door. Listen, as you all know, in 2025, my last upload, I mentioned that Spirit is guiding us to no longer cling to turning pain into power. We are alchemists, and that has been our journey. That was our odyssey. That was our path. That was the lessons, the hard, rough, on the rough side of the mountain lessons that we had to learn. We've been through the most shit. If you're here on Alcheminity, you have been through some things, baby. And I know, because you wouldn't be here if you hadn't been. But now that we have been doing and continue to do this work in and on our root chakra to raise up that Kundalini serpent fire power, to remain aroused in our power, in our purpose, and in our pussies for the bigger mission, okay? Because we've been doing this work in and on ourselves, Spirit says the pain is over. The pain is over. No more turning pain into power. That story is done. That chapter is done. Hell, that book is done. That part of our journeys is over. We're not here to continue to learn lessons after lessons after lessons through pain. Painful lesson after painful lesson after painful lesson after painful lesson, having to keep getting burned in order to become the phoenix rising into the dawn of our new days. We've already become. We have overcome. We're not going to say, I will overcome, I shall overcome. The message is, I have overcome. I overcame. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, mounted the motherfucking flag. Are y'all hearing me? Again, welcome to Alcheminity, where the new motif going forward is because, excuse me, I'm getting emotional. The new motif going forward is because turning power into pleasure is sexy. Welcome to Alcheminity. If you are new here, welcome into the colony. This is the colony here, okay? This is where we get buzzing around the information. The information is buzzing. I want y'all buzzing around the information. Over on Patreon, that's the sacred sensual temple. So when you are ready to evolve from just buzzing around the information, okay, and getting information, activating your power and your purpose and your pussy power for your mission and your purpose, then become an initiate over on Patreon. That's our sensual sacred colony. That's where some of my most explicit, sacred content is, okay? My articles, my videos, other posts, right? There's an initiate level and there's also a come membership, all right? When you're ready, go on over there, become a member. I'll see you over there. Anyway, welcome back. Happy 2026, where we're now turning power into pleasure. We have evolved from turning pain into power to now turning power into pleasure. Welcome into the dawn of your new days. Welcome, phoenixes who've risen through the ashes. Welcome. How does it feel sitting on your throne? Right? Because if you've done and continue to do this work in and on yourself to raise up that Kundalini serpent fire power dragon up through your body to your crown, to be crowned, so you're sitting on the throne of your power, of your purpose, and of your pussy. How does it feel? I'm hearing Lizzo, feeling good as hell. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. How does it feel to be sitting on the throne of yourself? How does it feel to be a leader and ruler of your damn self? Being owned by nothing and no one? That is sovereignty and freedom at its best when you are leader and ruler of yourself. It's a powerful place to be leader and ruler of yourself first. Now, for many of you, right, here we are all things self-help, personal development, confidence, and beauty through eroticism, okay? We turn our pain into power through our sensual energy. Yes, we do. As you know, I am not only hold a bachelor's in sociology, I also went on to earn a master's in psychology. I also went on to become certified sexuality educator. So we intertwine eroticism with our self-help and personal development. We intertwine eroticism in order to level up and glow up in our bodies, in our minds, in our health, in our lives, in our money. Many of you on this journey, we had to learn to turn the pain of poverty and being broke into power. How do we do that? Many of you started your own businesses. Many of you are starting your own businesses this 2026 finally. Many of you are finally starting your YouTube channel, right? Many of you have finally decided to write that book. Many of you have finally decided to go back to cosmetology school because you want to do hair, you want to do makeup. Many of you have finally decided to update your resumes. Many of you finally decided, whatever it is, you have been guided to turn that pain into your power. Many of us have been guided to turn the pain of poverty and being broke into our power by creating our own shit, by building our own shit, starting our own businesses. Okay? If you're here, welcome. Welcome. Congratulations on doing this work in and on yourselves. Now, when I say we're no longer turning pain into power, but power into pleasure, I'm not saying that there won't be stupid shit happening around you. Of course there will be. We are humans in our physical human bodies on this planet. There will always be some things kind of there and lingering, right? But it ain't going to be the same shit we went through before. Why? Because we've already learned those lessons. Like for me, I don't know if y'all heard that horn confirmation. We're not going through the same. Spirit wants me to repeat that. We're not going through the same shit we've been through before. We're not going through those same lessons before. The reason, because I kept asking, I was like, why do I keep experiencing this same shit? Why? For example, kept experiencing, like even me, I kept experiencing skin breakouts. Kept experiencing close but no cigar relationships or situationships. I felt like I kept meeting the same kind of man and a different man. That same spirit kept coming into my life through different people. Is it just me, ladies? I know I'm not the only one. Like I've seen you before. Like I've met you before. You looked different, but I remember that spirit. Learning the same harsh lessons in romantic experiences over and over and over again. The same spirit in different people kept showing up, right? Some of us, body issues, those same issues kept showing up. And so I started to ask myself, why do I keep going through these same motherfucking lessons? I'm tired of going through the same thing. At this point, it's boring to keep going through the same thing. I'm hearing Lauryn Hill, come on, baby, light my fire. Everything you drop is so tired, right? This is boring to keep going through these lessons in the universe and my ancestors and God and whoever is like, I know it is. I've been just been waiting for you to figure that out. When you gonna stop going through the same rigmarole? When? And I'm like, right now. They're like, okay, she's ready. And why are we no longer learning the same painful lessons that we learned before, that we were going through before? Is because we have created new ways of being. We have activated an energy, a power, a knowing, a wisdom within us that says, hell no to that, yes to this. Hell no to the same old habits, yes to this. The reason that we kept going through the same painful experiences and the same painful lessons is because we had not come into the knowledge and the power of who and what we really are on an energetic level, on a physical level, on a cell level, on a DNA level. For example, the reason I kept going through things, just personally for me, this is going to be the story for many of y'all too. The reason I kept going through things like my skin kept breaking out. Now I've never been an acne prone person, but it'd be just be weird, stupid breakouts. Like, why the fuck do I keep breaking out, right? I had to learn what my body, what worked for my DNA, not just on my skin on an external level, what worked for my DNA from the inside out, right? You know how the girlies are always on vitamin C and glycerin for the skin? Well, that shit breaks me out. Anybody else? Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments at the stuff that people have been raving about. Oh, girl, put this on your skin. Oh, buy this, all the TikTok stuff, buy this, get this work. That shit didn't work for us, did it, ladies? Did it, divine feminine? It didn't work for us. Why? Because we are of a different breed. We are of a different caliber. What works for the masses doesn't work for the few. We are the few and far in between. What works for the world doesn't work for us. Why? Because we are of a divine right. We can't do what everybody else does. That's why we were so affected and going through so much pain, because we were trying to do it like everybody else was doing it. Trying to walk like everybody else walking, talking like everybody, dressing like everybody else. What did this do? It kept us stuck, broken, and broken out. So in order to turn our now pain into power into pleasure now, is by learning what is pleasing to my soul. And I'm hearing the scripture, and I'm not a religious person, but y'all tell me, for those of you who are, put it in the comments. It's something about being pleasing unto thy sight, being pleasing to the Lord, being pleasing unto thy sight, something like that. Okay. Now, since we've done this work in and on ourselves, root chakra level, raising that Kundalini serpent fire power up, we have activated the God code, the goddess frequency within us. So if God and goddess is awake in you, is activated in you, is risen in you, then we must do things that are acceptable to thine sight, to my sight, to the God and goddess within me. What is pleasing to her in me? That is what I had to find out. And I had to find that out on a DNA blood level. Once I did that and have been doing that, skin cleared up, body slimmed down, right? Nails got hard and growing, hair growing back. Even my hair started to thin out because I was doing what other people say to do with your natural hair. Get the Botox treatment. Y'all heard of Botox for your hair? I tried to do that to soften my, because baby, listen, let me tell you, my natural hair for my melanin sisters, 4B, 4C, kinky, coily, okay? That is my hair. So my hair has been natural for many, many years. And it was so long and thick and beautiful. But it hurt. For those of you that know natural hair, baby, it hurt when you're detangling and trying to get it out, honey. So I be going to Maria, my Dominicanas. I'm like, Maria, help a sister out. So one day I went to a Dominican salon, a new Dominican salon, because I relocated, and so I had to find another salon. And I went, and she was like, "Get the Botox treatment. Your hair will be softer, and all this stuff, and it won't hurt when you're trying to detangle." I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna try." I said, "It's not a perm," and she, "No, it's not a perm." Well, I talked to a sister friend, and she was like, "Girl, that's a perm." I was like, "No, don't tell me it's a perm." Well, it had to be some type of chemical, something. They said it was just a deep conditioner. Baby, that thing thinned my hair out. It was falling out, y'all. This was just year before last. It started to fall out. Doing what everybody else do. That don't work for me. Right? No, that shit don't work for me. We can't do it like everybody else has done it. So you have to find the way that works for your DNA, for your blood, for your body. What works for you? Now, don't get me wrong. I still go to my Dominicanas. I just found another shop. Hello. We need to find people that got growing hands. I need to know that you have growing hands. Let me tell you something. Another thing about turning power into pleasure is following your intuition on things. When you sense something that's not right about an energy anywhere, remove yourself, find plans, make plans to be able to remove yourself if you can't do it right away. Going back to the example of the hair salon, I was going to this Dominican hair salon and I noticed my hair kept getting thinner and thinner. Even before the Botox, it wasn't as lively. It just wasn't as lively. When I got the Botox, that just put the nail on the head, nail in the coffin, I should say. But I remember like just the energy in the place. It just I don't know, it was the products that they used, because my sister started to go too, and her hair started thinning as well and breaking off. And so we were both talking about that. I was like, okay, we need to find another salon. And so we've moved forward, and our hair is growing back beautifully. We did have to do the big chop, had to do the big chop again, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But part of turning your power into pleasure is following the inner nudging when something doesn't feel right and feels a little off. When you start to see the inklings or the seedlings going into the direction that you don't want, pay attention to that. Don't keep going down that path like, I'm going to see if it'll change. I'm going to see if it's going to get better. No, it's already given us the signs that it's not aligned to who and what we are, that it's not aligned to our best interests. So go ahead and get out now. Cut your losses. Get out now. Find another path. Are y'all hearing me? Oh, Alcheminity, because turning power into pleasure is sexy. Welcome to being back on your throne. Welcome to being back on your throne. So again, I have missed y'all. All right. We are back. Alcheminity is back. I needed that hiatus. While I was on hiatus, I worked on diligently, created, poured into something that is it's so yummy. It's so delicious. It's so delectable. It's so juicy. It's so finger licking good. If you know, you know. If you're a member on Patreon, you already know. Now, when I was talking about turning your power into pleasure and being able to do that on a cellular level, on a DNA level, on an energetic level, and the reason why we kept learning these painful lessons over and over and over again is because we hadn't activated or aligned to our God and Goddess energy. We haven't aligned to who and what we are, again, on a DNA energetic level. We have cut ourselves off and suppressed and demonized and vilified a power within us, very ancient powers within us that have been lying dormant since the dawn of time, right? For many of us who know we've had many lifetimes. And the reason we kept learning these painful lessons is because we were not answering the calls. We weren't following the nudges, the niggle, right? We weren't following that that pull. We weren't answering that call. We didn't question what that was on the inside of us that was calling out. We just suppressed it, demonized it, vilified it, hid it away. It was like, no, I don't know what that is. I'm not going to answer that. I don't know what that is. Well, for those of you who have made it here, you've answered the call. You just don't speak its language. You really can't interpret the call, right? Once you pick up the phone and you answer, right? Because the universe, and our guides and our ancient ones and the ancestors, God, speaks in frequency, speaks in symbols. I don't care what anybody says. It speaks in symbols. It speaks in signs and synchronicities and billboards. And, y'all see the 555s and the 11, 11, 333s, 444, 777, all the numbers, right? But how do we interpret these things? What is this energy within us really trying to tell us? And so during this hiatus, I listened to the frequency within me. And I said, what is it that you want me to do? What is it that you want me to say? What is it that you want me to create? What is it that you're saying? And it says to tell them that in order to turn their power into pleasure, they must answer the siren's call. Are y'all hearing me? In order to turn our power into pleasure, to graduate, to elevate, to evolve from turning pain into power, but now power into pleasure, we must answer the siren's call. Because see, we've been trying to do everything on our own. We've been trying to do everything on with human, just purely human logic. Okay? Just purely human. We need both sides of the coin. We need the human logic, and we also need the unseen wisdom, ancient wisdom. We also need the unseen spiritual wisdom. Okay? One cannot exist without the other. Many of us have been trying to do things just from a beast mode and forgot to activate our beauty. Many of us were just trying to do things from Pollyanna light mode, and we forgot to activate our dark, our shadows. What's hidden in the dark and in the shadows? For many of us, for those of you who are here, many of us have hidden in the shadows and in the dark is the parts of us that are erotic, the parts of us that are sexy, the parts of us that are magnetic, the parts of you that people said were too much, the parts of you that are attractive, are beautiful, are sensual. Okay? So, in order to turn our power into pleasure, you must activate and tune into the siren's call, which is tuning into and activating your erotic power and energy. Your erotic energy and power is where God and Goddess dwells and is waiting for you to commune with her, with it, with them. So during this hiatus, I tuned into the call. Now, did I know there was going to be a siren? No, I didn't. Intuitively, something within me knew, but I didn't really know until I tuned in. And what Spirit showed me and shared with me is the reason that it's the siren for me and for many of you who are here. Because listen, many of you are going to decide to leave Alcheminity at this point because you won't be able to go where Alcheminity is going. You're no longer on this path because many of you are stuck in the painful cycles. Many of you want to keep talking about the shit that happened. Many of you want to keep talking about the spell work that they put on us. We know it. We know they did the spells on us. We know they did the coup de grace spell on us like they did on Uma Thurman and Kill Bill. We know they spiritually jumped us. We know they did the defamation of character spells we know. Many of you are still stuck on that. You still want to talk about that. You still want to tell that. You still want to use that as a scapegoat. And I know that because I was there too. Because the shit that they threw at us in the spiritual realm was so heavy. Right? Many people could not survive what we came through as alchemists, activated and chosen ones. You're not supposed to survive those things, but we did. We did. And we're here to tell the tale. And so many of you are stuck on telling those same stories about the pain and the spell work and the betrayals and how they talked about you on the job and how they got us fired and how they blacklisted our businesses and whatever the case. We know all the rumors and the mockery. We know the shit we've been through because we were there. So many of you who are still stuck in those painful cycles and want to keep talking about the pain and the spell work and they did this and they hating and all that kind of stuff, you're not going to be here at Alchemy anymore. You're going to move on, or you're going to find the other pages that are still stuck on those types of conversations. We're not having those conversations here anymore in Alchemy. We are purely focused on power to pleasure, no longer pain to power. We have evolved. So many of you will leave, and then so many more are pouring into Alcheminity already. They've already joined over on Patreon. Okay, so many more because now people are done. I'm done. I'm tired of talking about the shit we've been through. I'm tired. I'm tired of talking about the painful experience. This is boring, which is what I was saying earlier. Like, I'm gonna keep learning the same painful lessons over and over again. This is boring. Tell me something good. No, that's what I'm hearing. Tell me that you like it. Yeah. Hey, tell me something Oh, tell me, baby. Yeah, tell me that you like it. Yeah. Hey, that's what I want. Tell me something good. This is where we are now. No more talking about that shit. Been there, done that, got a t-shirt. We don't need to talk about it no more. We wrote the book about it. You want to read about it? Get your copy of Activate and How to Transmute Pain into Power. Get your copy of Activate. It's available on Amazon in paperback or ebook. For those of you that are here now, we are focused on our power and our pleasure. Okay. So again, during this hiatus, I tuned into the call, which I understand, and overstand now it to be the siren's call. And after meditating and sitting in this energy since December, whenever my last video was, I told you I wasn't going to come back into the new year. The sirens had me possessed, baby. Just the way that I was possessed when I wrote Activate, I was possessed in creating the erotic siren call. Okay. The erotic siren call, because part of my desire was, again, to get clarity about how to fully turn our sensual energy, alchemize our sensual energy into our everyday experiences, right? Into our businesses, into money, into wealth, into luxury, into opulence, into love, unwavering love. Are you hearing me? And so when I sat in meditation, Spirit made it very, very clear that you need to tune into the erotic siren call and listen to their guidance. What the sirens guided me into, what the sirens guided me into creating was the erotic siren call luxury guide. So what it is a luxury guide to remember your sensual power, to activate your signature siren, and become irresistibly magnetic. Okay? It's a luxury guide to remember your sensual power, activate your signature siren, and become irresistibly magnetic. Okay? So since December until yesterday, really, I put the finishing touches on the guide yesterday, but since December, since that last video, the sirens have had me in a chokehold. Okay? They've had me in a chokehold writing this guide. Now, in the erotic siren call, there are 7 sirens. Many of you, your antennas are already going off, like, oh, right? There are 7 sirens. These 7 sirens were all born from the work that we have done in and on ourselves to activate our 7 chakras. Now, we know that there are many more, but we focus on the 7 because those are the foundational 7 within our bodies. Okay? 7 sirens, 7 chakras. Now, in the guide, I do not reference your chakras because many of you already know, you already got the insight on what your chakras are. But what Spirit guided me on is understanding that chakras all have a personality. Okay? They all have a personality. And what are these personalities? And what would these personalities do? How would they come alive in our daily life if we were to embody them? If we were to embody them. And then also the work in embodying them, because personalities, like all of us are different, right? Like for those of you who are mothers, and you have more than one child, you realize that you couldn't deal with all of your children in the same way, right? This one had this type of personality. This one had this type of personality. Like you realize you can't deal with them all in the same way. It had to be certain ways you had to deal with each one that got through to them. This is how it is when you are working with the siren or the sirens within you, because many of us move fluidly through all 7 siren archetypes and energies. I, for one, am able to move fluidly through all of them depending on the situation. But there are some of you who are more comfortable and would be more comfortable, not even comfortable, but whose alignment is more so embodied with one. okay? Maybe two. But if there's one that you feel you would embody more, then that would be the siren to focus on. And why you want to focus on these sirens, why you want to activate and arouse and awaken these sirens within you, is because these sirens are going to help you move out of turning pain into power, into turning power into pleasure. Because sirens are all about pleasure, indulgence, luxury, opulence, being treated well. They're all about being treated well because they treat themselves well. They expect nothing less. They expect people, places, and things to show up to them aligned to the highest frequency because they're in their highest frequency. They're in their highest frequency to receive and to give. The reason why you want to activate these sirens within you, or the siren that is calling to you, because many of you who are members on Patreon, you probably listened to the Sacred Sex Goddess series. Okay. In that series, I talk about certain sacred sex goddesses who call to you to answer the call, right? Who awaken in you, who uses you as their vessel. We are all vessels, by the way. We are all possessed by something, whether you possessed by the Holy Spirit, whether you possessed by Jehovah Jireh, whether you possessed by Allah, inshallah. For those of my Muslim brothers and sisters, I got a lot of my Muslim brothers and sisters up in here, inshallah. Hope I'm saying that right. Okay. Right. We're all possessed. We are all vessels. We're nothing but flesh and blood, and we are vessels. Our spirits that are in our bodies, what we call our spirit or our soul, is something that possesses this physical body. It animates this body. We are all vessels. Even God says that in the Bible. For those of you who are more religious people, I am not, but we take what resonates and we leave the rest. So don't get put off by the word possessed, okay? Because we are vessels and all we can do is be possessed. For those of you who like the kink erotic play of being possessed, for my dominants and submissives, ooh, become a member over on Patreon, by the way, okay? That's where all the erotic, juicy, deep dives are. Anyway, what was I saying? So the reason why we want to activate and arouse the siren, your signature siren, whatever your signature siren is because your signature siren is going to help you get shit done, baby. Your signature siren, when you activate and arouse her in you, she will do the talking for you. She will do the walking for you. She will show you how you are supposed to dress, what you should wear. She will tell you and show you what event invitations to go to. She will share, she will tell you and make it very clear to you who you should date and who you shouldn't. She will make it very clear to you who's worthy of entering your, you know what, and who is not. She knows who has healthy penis and who doesn't. Become a member over on Patreon. The sirens are intuitive. The siren is intellectual. The siren is wise. Hello? The sirens are well read. The sirens are educated, and not educated to where she's snug and looking down at anybody. No. She's educated about the things she needs to be educated about that's in relation to her mission and her purpose. She's well read on some things, on the shit that aligns with her mission and her purpose. Are y'all hearing me? Again, the sirens are intuitive. They're mystic. They're majestic. They're regal. They're charming. The sirens are attractive because of the way that she speaks. She's attractive because of the way that she smells. The reason you want to activate and arouse the siren within you is because these sirens within you are going to help you navigate in your power and in your pleasure in this new year and going forward for the rest of your life on this planet Earth. It's important that you activate the sirens. Now, all this time I've been talking about activating in your power and your purpose and in your pussy. But what this hiatus has done for me is make it clear on what we are activating. Yes, I've been talking about activating your beauty and your confidence and all of these things, but this hiatus made it very, very clear that We see spirits like to be called on by name. Are y'all hearing me? When you know the name, you can conjure some things. When you know the name, you could command things to happen. It's kind of like in the movies when you call on certain Archangel Michael. When you know the angels, the archangels by name, you can summon them. Can you not? When you know the angels by name, you can summon them to come to your aid. I've made this reference before, and some of you helped me figure out the movie name. I forgot again. Put it in the comments if you know it. But there was this movie, and this girl, she was able to summon this spirit within her, and she called it Enchantress. I think it was a Marvel movie. She called it Enchantress, and all she would say was Enchantress, and boom, the spirit would show up within her. She embodied this spirit, this shadow spirit that would show up, and she could slice motherfuckers in half and throw people against the wall. She would be like a smoky black and could just move through the place. She looked like Calypso. Even a Calypso in Pirates of the Caribbean, if you knew her name, you could command and summon Calypso, right? It's the same thing with ourselves. It's the same thing on our everyday lives. People write the stuff in movies and in books, and people think it's just sci-fi and fantasy and scary and woo-woo and foo-foo. If you believe that, then this is not for you. But those of you that know, you know. You wouldn't be here at Alcheminity if it wasn't for you, if you weren't ready, if you didn't know. Now it's time to not just know, but be. There's a difference between knowing and being. So when you know a thing and can call a thing by name, you can summon it, you can command it, you can conjure it up within you. So the question I have for you in 2026 and beyond and moving forward is, who is your signature siren? So that you can call her by name, so that you can summon her, so that you can conjure her, so that you can allow her to arouse herself, allow her to come in you. For those of you who are come members over on Patreon, shouts out to you. Shouts out to my initiates, by the way. Okay. Who and what is your signature siren? And once you know who and what she is, knowing her by name, you may then call and command and conjure her to do her best through you, to rise up in you, stretch out through your body, through your fingers, through your toes, speak through you, walk through you, do the work of God and Goddess through you, to do the work that you came here to do. Because these physical bodies, okay, we cannot just lean on pure logic and human understanding if we are going to not just survive, but thrive. It's not enough. If you notice, around the people's health has changed. Health has changed so much for people, right? Like not in a positive way, but in a negative since 2020, as we know. And so it isn't enough to just rely on your human understanding. We have got to be guided by spirits, the Holy Spirit, Allah spirit, Jesus, Jesus, Buddha, and them. We need all the spirits if we are not only going to just survive, but thrive. Now, for those of you who are activated alchemists and chosen ones, your power lies in your erotic, lies in the erotic, it lies in the sensual for you. For those of you, again, who resonated with the Sacred Sex Goddess Temple, that series, many of you were sacred sex goddesses in your past life. And being a sacred sex goddess and tapping in and tuning into your erotic and your sensual does not mean you put it on every Tom, Dick, and Harry. It doesn't have anything to do with sex at all. We're talking about sensuality, sexuality, which is an energy, which is the energy of creation. If you're on this journey, you are very, very selective. You are a choosy lover. Hello? You wouldn't dare. You safeguard your vessel. You safeguard the gateway to heaven. You're very selective. For you, if you're on this journey, you're probably celibate or abstinent. Have been for some time. And if you have chosen to allow yourself pleasure. Okay. You were very selective about who that was that you chose. You're very selective. So this ain't about putting it on Tyrone. Matter of fact, we don't even deal with Tyrones and Marcus's them here. We already know that. When you answer the siren's call and you tune into your erotic power and purpose, because your missions and your purposes are erotic, it requires your sensual energy. Your sensual energy is going to show up in the way that you dress. The reason why you want, not the way that you dress, the way that you walk, you talk, whatever it is that you create, write, speak about, your sensual energy is going to show up through your dance. If you're a dancer, through your hands. If you are an artist or a makeup artist, or you do people's hair, your sensual energy shows up in your hands. People may say you have growing hands. That's your sensual energy at work. That's God energy at work. And the reason why it's sensual and erotic is because it arouses you, and it should arouse you. If it doesn't arouse you, it ain't God. And that's what I said. I said what I said. If it doesn't turn you on, if it doesn't make you horny, it ain't God. It ain't goddess. It ain't your power. Answer the siren's call. Know what your signature siren is so that you can conjure her by name within you, because we are going to need them, on this next part of our odyssey, of our journey. If we're going to come fully into our missions and our purposes, our beauty, our confidence, our magnetism, if we're going to attract the people, places, and things and opportunities, we're going to need the siren, and we're going to need to answer her call. But first, you got to figure out what your signature siren is. And you got to be able to call and command her by name. She is waiting. I can see the sirens sitting on the throne, just filing her nails with her legs crossed, kicking them, filing her nails, just waiting, like, I've been waiting for you to tap me in. Finally, can I take control of this vessel now? You have command of this vessel. And so it is, and so shall it be forever and all eternities. Listen, if you are ready to answer your erotic siren call and figure out your signature siren, then become a member over on Patreon. If you're not a member over on Patreon, you can still access the erotic siren call guide. Okay. You don't have to become a member. Just get the guide. It's downloadable. I made it affordable. Okay. It's affordable. Okay. It's a very extensive guide. You must take your time moving through it, read every line, every word, consume it all. And as you're reading it and as you're moving through it and you're studying it, okay, your siren will begin to pull within you. When you're reading about a certain siren, you should feel a nudging in your belly and in your pussy. Your pussy should throb towards the siren that is calling towards you. So if your pussy throbs a little bit, that's the siren that's calling towards you based on which one you're reading. Are you hearing me? So take your time moving through the guide. Okay. Also, because it's electronic, it's a digital product that you can download. It will change over time. The guide will evolve over time as I get further insight from the sirens, and they want me to write something specific in there, add this, take this out. That guide will evolve. It will change over time. There will be things added. There will be things taken away, because we're talking about an energy, and an energy evolves. It's ever shifting and evolving. So not right away, but I'm sure as I get insight, the guide will evolve and evolve and evolve and evolve. So remember that. I want you all to keep it close to you. Keep it with you whenever you need a reminder. Okay, whenever you need a pick me up, whenever you need to be reminded of what it is that you're working with and who it is that you are. Keep that guide close to you. Keep your phone next to you. I made it digital so you can always have access to it. Okay, it's available now on Patreon. Go and get it. I'm hearing come and get it with the ringing bell. Ooh, with the ringing bell, the sirens are calling. I'm not going to ask you if you're ready to answer, because I know that you are. So answer the call. I will see y'all. I will speak to y'all in the next episode. Okay. If you're not subscribed here, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for those of you who've been subscribed here for some time. Make sure you like this, share this, hype this. Yeah. And I'll speak to y'all next time. Ciao. Mwah.